once in a while, but he's very funny and he's one of my good friends. Please put your hands together for Mr. Willis Farnsworth.
Let's give it up for my man, 70s porn music, DJ. Oh yeah, my name is 70s porn music, DJ. So a pedophile, a pervert, and a drug dealer walk into the Downlo. Let's give it up for my man, Phil from Chico. So I felt kind of like an asshole today. No, not small and stinky, but I was leaving Safeway and I was checking out. And I was paying for my food and this question came up on the little keypad and it said, "Would you like to end childhood hunger?" And I said no. A machine that powerful does not belong in my hands. Alright, so I just want to run I'm writing a script for a commercial, and I wanted to see what you guys think of it. It's a mix between The Muppet and Star Wars. And basically it shows Kermit the Frog, and he's walking down the street, and there's this hoodlum on the corner, and he waves him over. He's like, "Dude, come over." So Kermit, you know, with his can-do attitude, walks on over, and he's like, "Hi ho." And this drug dealer is like, "Dude, you want to try meth?" And Kermit never turns down a good deal. He's like, "Yeah, I've never done drugs before." And so he takes the hit. Commercial flashes 6 months later, and he looks just like Yoda. And he stares at the camera and he says, "Meth? Not even once." Commercial ends. Kids go wild. That really resonates with that guy. Let's give it up for the meth dealer. So, have you guys been following that whole Clippers situation at all?
No.
Yeah. I'm not much of a football fan, but I've been trying to keep up. Basically, the owner of the Clippers, he was talking to his girlfriend, Rosa, or whatever her name is. Rosa. And she records him, and he says some like borderline racist things. He kind of beats around the bush about how he doesn't like minorities. And you know someone doesn't like minorities when they use minorities in the text. But anyways, I think there's one general theme we can learn from this situation, and it's men, don't buy your girlfriends tape recorders for Christmas. We saw the same situation with Mel Gibson, you know, when he's screaming about Jews killing Jesus. Just screaming on the phone in that high-pitched voice. And no one heard that? That's cool too. But yeah, see, I don't get what this guy was doing when he bought the Clippers. It's like, did he come home one night and he's like, "Honey, I bought the Clippers." And she's like, "You know, basketball's like 90% black." And he's like, "Oh, shit!" But I think it's super funny how when you're like in a relationship, it's always like the guy's fault. It's always the guy's problem for doing this or that. And I was thinking about it, I was like, it's like erectile dysfunction. And there's one dude, he's like, "Yeah, it's all about that shit." No, but seriously, it's like, it's the guy's fault for not being able to get an erection. But I was thinking about it, I was like, dude, imagine being married to a woman for like 30 years. Coming home to the same old thing every single night. Coming home for 30 years to having meatloaf for 3 times a week. It's like, I feel like men go through life and they have like an erection meter that they fill up throughout the day. It's like they see a girl in yoga pants that's like 5%. You know? See a girl running down the street, that's like 10%. Your favorite sports team like wins the game, that's like 35%. And you see in a car you like, that's like 40%. It's like all you need is that last 5% for your wife just to say like, "Hey honey, how you doing? Like, I love you." But instead you come home and she's like bitching about some opinion Whoopi Goldberg had on The View, complaining about how she put laundry away all day. And yet they create Viagra for us. It's our problem for not being able to form an erection. I'm not even married and I thought of that. It's pretty sick. Anyways, this kind of leads me to my next topic of feminism. I know this is going to get deep. Just not too deep, because I don't want to get arrested. But I just find feminism super funny. Like the movement right now is all about kind of involving everyone. It's like, dude, even men can be feminists. And it's like, cool, I get it, like equality for all, like it makes sense to me. But it's like, when you bring it up to someone who's a devout feminist, that's when you get into like really shaky waters. She's like super into that joke. I haven't got to the joke yet. But seriously, it's like, I get it. I believe in equality for all, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, dude, if you believe in equality for all, then you shouldn't be able to show like a little extra cleavage to get like an extra topping at Cold Stone. Like if you believe in equality for all, like objectifying women shouldn't be able to happen. And that's the issue I have with feminism. And the thing is, like, if you slightly disagree with them, they have like a bucket that all these feminists have created with the ideas to just throw at men. And I remember I was talking to this girl on campus, and she's part of this group, and she's like, look, I don't hate men, but did you know men can only say 10% of the words women can, and the rest are only sounds? And I remember walking away, and I was like, oh, that's really profound. And then I was like thinking to myself, I was like, aren't words just sounds? All right, this will be my last joke for the night. So the one really good memory I have of my grandmother was every time I'd come downstairs in the morning, I'd look like kind of like I do now, and she would say, Willis, look what the cat just drug in. And in my head, I was just thinking, I was like, holy crap, that's a huge cat. So one day I was like, you know what, I'm really gonna get my grandmother good. So I came down looking like hell, and she's like, oh, Willis, look what the cat just drug in. And all of a sudden, this huge friggin' cat just walks into our house, blowing my grandmother out of the water. And then all of a sudden, this cat looks at me, and it takes off its mask, and it's Bill Murray. And he says, no one will ever believe you. Thank you. My name is Willis Farnsworth.